This is benzene. This is benzoic acid. At ortho position, hydroxyl group. Now, this is ortho-hydroxybenzoic acid or 2-hydroxybenzoic acid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2-hydroxybenzoic acid. This is also known as salicylic acid. When this hydrogen is replaced by acetyl group, then this is obtained oxygen instead of hydrogen. This group CO CH3, this is known as 2-acetoxybenzoic acid or acetyl benzoic acid. It has a common name which is aspirin. Another compound CH3 CO O CO CH3. This is known as acetic anhydride. In this lesson, we are going to learn preparation of aspirin from salicylic acid and acetic anhydride. Preparation of aspirin from salicylic acid and acetic anhydride. This is today's lesson. So let us begin. Preparation of aspirin from salicylic acid, that is ortho-hydroxybenzoic acid, and acetic anhydride. Here, salicylic acid is treated with acetic anhydride in presence of acid catalyst, and the reaction is heated at 90 degrees Celsius temperature. Then hydrogen atom of salicylic acid is replaced by acetyl group CH3CO group, and aspirin is obtained. Oxygen instead of hydrogen, acetyl group. Ortho-acetoxybenzoic acid, aspirin. A kind of drug which is used to reduce pain and fever. Here, the byproduct is CH3COOH. That is acetic acid. Through this reaction, we can prepare aspirin from salicylic acid and acetic anhydride in presence of acid catalyst, and the reaction is heated at 90 degrees Celsius temperature. Now let's see mechanism of the reaction. Step 1. Sulfuric acid produces proton and bisulfite ion. Step 2. this proton reacts with acetic anhydride. Here, CO group electronegativity of oxygen is 3.5, but carbon 2.5. That is why pi bonding electrons move towards oxygen. As a result, oxygen becomes negative in charge, carbon becomes positive in charge. After the movement of the pi electrons, then this proton combines with this negatively charged oxygen, and ultimately this is obtained. Carbon oxygen single bond instead of carbon oxygen double bond, because here carbon oxygen double bond converts to carbon oxygen single bond, and with this oxygen, this hydrogen atom. Now oxygen, CO, CH3. Here carbon is positive in charge. Step 3. Salicylic acid or orthohydroxybenzoic acid reacts with this entity. This carbon is positive in charge. Oxygen carries 2 pairs of electrons. Oxygen with this electron pair forms coordinate covalent bond to this carbon, and this is obtained. Oxygen, this hydrogen, then this carbon, with this carbon methyl group, and with this carbon OH group. Oxygen, CH3. In this entity, this oxygen is negatively charged. Here, this covalent bond shifts to this bond. Carbon oxygen single bond turns into carbon oxygen double bond, and this hydrogen gets freed as proton. At that time, this carbon oxygen bond suffers heterolytic fission. Carbon oxygen bond undergoes heterolytic fission. At that time, this oxygen becomes negative in charge. Then this proton combines with this oxygen. As a result, new entity is obtained. New entity from this one, that is here oxygen with positive charge, hydrogen, carbon oxygen double bond, carbon oxygen single bond turns into carbon oxygen double bond with this carbon methyl group. Carbon oxygen this bond broke here. Then another compound is obtained, that is CH3, CH3, CO, OH, acetic acid, which is byproduct in the reaction. This byproduct is obtained at step 3 and this entity is obtained from step 3. Let's move on to step 4. Step 4. This entity oxygen with positive charge, carbon, oxygen double bond, here methyl group. Because of this positive charge, these covalently bonded electrons, oxygen, hydrogen covalently bonded electrons, turn into lone pair of electrons again, and as a result this is obtained. Here oxygen with CO CH3 ortho acetoxy benzoic acid, which is known as aspirin, a kind of drug used to reduce pain and fever, and proton is formed in this reaction. This proton, that is proton produced from step 4, combines with bisulfate ion that is produced in step 1, and again sulfuric acid is formed, which acts in this reaction as catalyst that remains unchanged after the chemical reaction. In this way, we can prepare aspirin from salicylic acid and acetic anhydride. This is all about preparation of aspirin from salicylic acid and acetic anhydride. If this lesson benefits you a bit, please subscribe to the channel. No more today. Thank you very much.